Good. So good day, everyone. So today we're going to discuss the chapter 34, which is the geometric optics. So in this chapter, you will learn to see how plane and curved mirrors form images. You will learn how lenses form images also. Uh, you will understand how a camera works. We will be able to analyze defects in vision and how to correct them. To discover simple magnifier works, how a simple magnifier works, to understand the design of microscopes and telescopes. Okay, so how do magnifying lenses work? So if you have an idea, if you don't have an idea of that, so here we're gonna discuss that in this chapter. So how do lenses and mirrors form images? These are the questions that we're going to answer. So we will use the concept of light rays to understand the principles behind optical devices such as camera lenses and the eye microscopes and the telescopes. So we're going to use, so you need to review the discussion on the previous chapter, which is chapter 33, it's the nature of light. Okay, so we are going to have two kinds of object here. The number one is the object point. It has no physical extent. And number two is uh the thing that we call extended objects. So these objects have real length, na siya'y width, o na siya'y height. So in this figure, you can see here that we call this one as an object point. Okay. So what happened if light rays reject? So most of the time, if there is a light rays hit that object, the object will reflect that light. Okay, so the light rays radiate from a point object P in all directions. Sometimes an object is kanang siya may source of light, but most of the time kanang na-light niya mag-reflect siya, yeah. He will it looks like that object P is radiating that light in all directions. Light rays, we call that one light rays. So for an observer to see this object directly, there must be no obstruction between the object and the observer's eyes. That's the reason we see objects. So you review our discussion on reflection and refraction of light. So chapter 33. Okay. So here in the figure, we have a plane mirror na kay object at point P, which is the source of the rays. If you look at this one, light rays from that object at point P are reflected from a plane mirror. So, katong law of refraction na to sa chapter 33. So, kung na kay light rays diri, mohit siya sa mirror, mo-undergo siya og reflection. Okay. So, if you have several light rays, so, kani nga mga light rays will reflect. This one, the perpendicular to the plane mirror will reflect along the axis, back along the axis lagi hapon. So if you look at this one, this light rays here that will enter to your eyes, it looks as though they had come from an image point P. Okay, if you extend this one, and you extend this line, they will intersect at point P. We call this point P as the image point. So it is the apparent source of the reflected rays. So this I thought that this light rays come uh, look as though they had come from an image point P. Okay. So if outgoing rays don't actually pass through the image point, we call the image as virtual image. Okay. So this is an object, this is a plane mirror. There is an image being formed here at point P. Since the light rays do not actually pass to this image point, to the image object or the image point, then we call that image as virtual image. So later on we will see that so in some cases light rays would actually pass to the image point or to the image object, where we call that one as the real image. So we also discussed about refraction. Aside from reflection, there is a refraction. So light rays from an object at point P, okay, are refracted at the plane interface. Okay, undergo siya og refraction. Okay. So the refracted rays entering the eye sa observer look as though they had come from image point P. Okay. This is where the image point is located. P prime. Okay. We have an object point, the source of the rays, and we have the image point, the apparent source of refracted rays. Okay. So take note that in this case, the NA is greater than NB. So let's construct how does image formation by a plane mirror. Okay. So in the figure 30.34.4, so a construction for determining the location of the image formed by a plane mirror. Okay. The image, so we're going to locate where is the location of the image point P prime. Okay. The image point P prime is as far behind the mirror as the object point P is in front of it. Okay, if you look at the triangle V, P, and B, if you look at the triangle and you look at this triangle here, this one, and so these triangles are similar or equal. So we can uh this triangle are congruent. So we can say that the distance here as the magnitude of the distance is equal to the magnitude of the distance or the image distance. So again, since wala man nagpass ang light rays sa image we, through P, so the image is actually virtual. So if the distance for a plane mirror, the distance of the image point, the object distance is equal in magnitude with the image distance. Okay. So we need to first uh, construct a sign rules. Okay. So for the determination of the sign rules or the signs of this image, the 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 object distance or the image distance, we note that when an object is on the same side of the reflecting or refracting surface as the incoming light, the object distance is positive. Otherwise, it is negative. Okay, again, when the object is on the same side, this is the object. It is the same side of the reflecting or refracting surface as the incoming light. So this is the incoming light. The object is on the same side of the incoming light. So therefore, the object is positive. Otherwise, it is negative. So we can see here that the image distance S is negative because it's not because the image is not on the same side as the outgoing light. So how about here? So we have the object distance. It is in the same side as the incoming light, so positive. The ob the P prime, the P. Okay, yan lang sa taas. Sa sign rule naman ng number 2, malito siya. It is it is to it is for the sign rule number 2. So for the number 1, just look at the incoming rays and the object. If the object is on the same side of the reflecting or refracting surface as the incoming light, then it is positive. Otherwise, it is negative. For the sign number 2, when the image is on the same side of the reflecting or refracting surface as the outgoing light, the image distance is positive. Otherwise, it is negative. Okay. So if you look at the image here, it must be on the same side of the outgoing light. So this is the outgoing ray. The image is located at the opposite side, so therefore this is negative. This is the image, and the outgoing light is located at the same side, so image distance, so therefore the image distance here is negative. Okay, so later on, dealing with the spherical surface curve, uh, we have this rule. So when the center of curvature C is on the same side as the outgoing light, the radius of the curvature is positive. Otherwise, it is negative. So we're gonna discuss this later. So, so we have here the radius of the curvature, which is equal to R. If it is in the same side as the outgoing light, then it is positive. But if not on the same side as the outgoing light, like this is the outgoing light, then R is negative. So this is the rule for the spherical surfaces. So how about the image of an extended object? So in a plane mirror, so say for example, we have an object with a height y, okay? So we can actually determine what we call this one, the ratio of the height of the object and the image. We call that ratio as, the image over the object, we call that one as the lateral magnification. Okay, so if you look at this triangle here, VP Q and VP prime Q prime, these triangle are similar. So we can say that uh we can say that y is the ratio, uh so y over s. So we call this, so we can say since these are similar, is equal to the height of the image, then the lateral modification for a plane mirror is actually 1. Okay, for a plane mirror, so the image formed by a plane mirror is virtual, so erect and reversed. Okay, so it is the same size as the object, so as we have discussed, the same size of the object, but the the thing is, it is reversed. Okay, so here in the figure, the image formed by a plane mirror is reversed, and the image of a right hand is the left hand, and so on. So kung ang image na ko na sa right hand is the left hand. So in some scenarios, we have with uh two mirrors perpendicular to each other can form an image. Okay. See here in the figure, light rays from an object na it reflects from mirror 1. and then it reflects from uh, and 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 the reflected rays also hit the mirror too and reflected and went to the eye of the observer. Okay, so the image that the observer can see is at point 3. So this is the image P prime formed by mirror 2. So that's our some scenarios. Okay, so here's an example in exercise section 34.1. Reflection and refraction at a plane surface. The Natay candle, 4.85 centimeter tall, is 39.2 centimeter to the left of a plane mirror. Where is the image formed by the mirror and what is the image height of this image? Since this is a plane mirror, Natay candle, tall. So let's draw the plane mirror first. So we have a candle which is uh, the height of 4.85 centimeter tall is 39 centimeter to the left of the plane mirror. Okay, if you measure the distance, this is 39.2 centimeter to the left hand side of the mirror. Okay, so since we know that for a plane mirror, we construct the, so where is the image formed by the mirror and what is the height of this image? Okay, since we know that if you have a light trace here, okay, like this, will reflect like that, and it will like this, time of form. This is this is the image Q prime. This is, for example, Q. This is the P, and this is the V. Okay, so they have the same angle theta. This is Y prime. This is Y, and this is S, and this object here is S prime. Okay, so for a plane mirror, S is just equal to the magnitude of this S is equal to the magnitude of S prime. However, in the sine rule number 2, so let's go back to the sine rule number 2. So for the image, when the image is on the same side of the reflecting or refracting surface as the outgoing light, the image is positive. However, in this case, it's not on the same side as the it's not on the same side as the outgoing light. This is the outgoing light. So therefore, even though they have the same magnitude, which is the magnitude of S prime is equal to 39.2 centimeter, but S prime actually is equal to negative 39.2 centimeter. So it is located 39.2 centimeter on this side. Okay. Since from a lateral magnification for a plane mirror is equal to y1, y prime over y, therefore y is just equal to y1. Since the height is 45, then y prime is equal to 44.85 centimeter tall also. So where's the image formed by the mirror? So the answer is this one. And it's negative because it's not on the same side as the outgoing light. Okay. And and the height of an object for a plane mirror is the same size. The height of an image, the image is the same side of the height of the object. So, So let's go now to reflection at spherical surface. So we're now dealing with spherical surface. So again, let's start with an point object first at located at point P. So this one is, we call that one the center of the curvature C. This is the distance from vertex to C is equal to R. That's the radius. Okay. So we have a light trace. So kung naka-light trace nag-hit sa point B, so mag-reflect na siya the same angle of incidence equal to angle of refraction at this angle alpha kani. So kung napod kay light rays padulong dira perpendicular to the axis, parallel to the axis, so what will happen is it will be reflected back. So this is what it looks like. Okay. So for small angle alpha, or for this approximation, paraxial approximation, for small angles, all of the light rays, this one, as long as the angle is small, will actually hit the point P. Okay. Since ang atong light rays na karon is hitting now, passing through the point P, then we call this image as real image. It's not virtual image, but real image now. Okay, so what are the relationship? Sa may relationship sa image, distance, the object distance, the radius, or the... Okay, let's derive the relationship. Okay. So before we derive the relationship, let's read the rule number 3. Okay, we can apply the rule number 3 here. When a center of curvature C is at the same side as the outgoing light, okay, is the outgoing if the center of curvature is the same side, then the R, which is the distance from the vertex to C, is positive. If it's not, otherwise it is negative. If C is not on the same side as the outgoing light, then R is negative. Okay, how did we derive this one? Okay, so in your algebra or trigonometry, so we have a theorem in there that an exterior angle of a triangle equals the sum of the two opposite uh, interior angles. The exterior angle of a triangle equals the sum of the opposite of the interior angles. So if you have this triangle P, B, and C, it has an exterior angle of phi. This is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angles, which is alpha and theta. Another one, the beta, is equal to this one plus theta. And you can actually, let's call this one, eliminate this theta here. So we can multiply this one by negative theta, a negative 1. So we have negative beta is equal to negative phi plus negative beta. Okay. So here, you can cancel this one and we add. So we have phi minus beta is equal to alpha minus phi. Okay. So if we if we arrange this one, so we have beta plus alpha is equal to 2 times p. Okay. So what's next? Now we know also that tangent of alpha is equal to here, is equal to the opposite, which is the h over the TOA opposite over the adjacent. The adjacent is just the distance s plus this one. Okay, and the tangent for example, this one, p is equal to the distance r plus this one, this distance here, this one, this distance. Tangent of beta is equal to the height over s prime plus this one. Okay. For partial approximation, or for small angle alpha, theta, beta, and beta. So therefore, small also distance here. So we can approximate that alpha is just equal to h over s for partial approximation. P is equal to h over r, and beta is equal to s prime over h over s prime. Okay, so that's, so therefore we can equate this one, beta is equal to h over s prime plus alpha is equal to h over s. This is equal to 2 times h over r. So we can cancel h. So what will happen? So we can have this relationship, 1 over s prime plus 1 over s is equal to 2 over r. Or we can actually, okay, do this. 1 over s plus 1 over s prime. So this is the object image relationship for the spherical mirror. Okay, so this is the distance of the object, the distance of the image, the radius of the curvature. Okay, so here, so s is the same side as the outgoing light, therefore this is positive, and the curvature also, distance r is also the same side as the outgoing light, so this is positive. So we have derived the relationship. Okay. Suppose that so what happens if our object is located at the infinity? So if our object is infinity, at the infinity, therefore 1 over s prime, so 0 plus 1 over s prime is equal to 2 over r. So s prime is equal to r over 2. So what does it mean? So our image is located at this distance, which is equal to r over 2. We call this one as the focal length, or f. This is half of the radius of the curvature, f. So the same side, the same also if s is equal to located at the infinity. Okay, the object is uh if if for example s is equal to uh, r over 2, we can see that 1 over r over 2 plus 1 over s equal 2 over r, which is what will happen is that the s, the image will be located at the infinity r, this one. So in both cases, we derive we see that since r over 2, we can say that since f is equal to r over 2, okay, this is the half, the focal length is the half of the mirror's radius of curvature. Then we can write the image object relationship for a spherical mirror as 1 over s plus 1 over s prime, uh, 2 over r, okay, which is equal to 1 over r. Okay. This is the focal length, which is again located half of the mirror's radius of curvature. Okay. So for an extended object, sa atong spherical mirror, okay, suppose you have an object with height y, so na kay ray diri passing through the vertex. It was reflected in this, and you have array also that is passing to the curvature to this one reflected back. So the image now is located at point Q height with a height y prime. So since you can see that this triangle here, so this located at S, this is also S. The triangle CPQ and CQ prime P prime are similar. Okay, so therefore we can say that since we are given that since our lateral magnification kato sa plane mirror na to is equal to the ratio of y over y. Okay. And the triangle P, Q, and C and triangle P prime, B, and Q prime are similar. So what do we get here? So we can have also the relationship that y over s. So the ratio of y over s is equal to the ratio of y over s prime. So we have y prime over y. This is equal to s. Since s here, since y here is negative, so we can actually write this negative is equal to s over s prime over s. So So for the lateral magnification, we can say that this is actually y prime over y equal. So let's translate the negative s prime over s. Okay. So the negative value of the lateral magnification is means that the image is inverted. Okay. So let's apply our concept to the problem in example 34.1. So we have an image formation by a concave mirror 1. So a concave mirror forms an image on a wall. It forms an image on a wall 3 meter in front of the mirror. So aman tong image. Okay, this is the image Muna ang mirror, nag-form siya og image which is 3 meter in front of the mirror. Okay, of a headlamp 10.0 centimeter in front of the mirror. So, what are the radius of curvature of the focal length of the mirror? What is the lateral magnification? What is the image height of the object? If the object height is 50.0 millimeter. Okay, solution. We have a relationship plus 1 over s prime is equal to 2 over r, which is equal to 1 over f. Okay. Sama itong ipangita sa letter A. What are the radius of the curvature and the focal length of the mirror? Okay. So here, the image distance. So, muna yung ato ang headlamp filament, which is 10 centimeter in front of the mirror. And this is the image that was formed by this headlamp. Okay. Muna ang image nga na-form. So, ang pangutana diha, what are the radius of the curvature and the focal length of the mirror if given ang imong mga distances? Okay. So, to get the R first, so how to get the R? So, we rearrange. So, 2 times 1 over s plus 1 over s prime is equal to 1 over R. I mean, one half. Okay. So, this is from this one. Okay. So, implies that for an inverse, R is just equal to the inverse of 1 half is 2 and 1 over s plus 1 over s prime to the negative 1. So R radius is equal to 2 times 1 over s, the distance of our headlamp, 10.0 centimeter, plus ang atong distance sa image is 3.0. Okay, maybe we're gonna use the centimeter, meter. 1 times 10 to the negative 2 meter plus 1 over 3.0 meter to the negative 1. So, pila man ang atong, or if we do the centimeter, maybe we're gonna use this one. Let's wait. So, don't forget the inverse. So, 2 times 1 over 10 negative 2 plus 1 over 3. So, the answer is 0.193 meters, 94 meters. In centimeter, 19.4 centimeter. That is the radius. The focal length is f is equal to r over 2. So we're gonna divide this one. So we have 0. 96 0.096 8 meter or 1 to 9.68 centimeter. So what is the lateral magnification? Okay. So M, this is equal to negative the ratio of this one over S. Okay. Since S here is is positive, ang S na to is positive, S prime na to is positive over 10.0. So we have 30 meters. So we have negative 30.0. Mawala ang mga meters, mawala na siya. So that is the lateral magnification. What is the height of if the object is if object height is 5.0 millimeter? So what is the height of the object? What is the height if the object height, what is the image height if the object height is 5 millimeter? Okay. So we have 5.0 times 10 to the negative 3 meters. So since this one is equal to y1 negative s prime over s, which is given by negative 30.0, and if the, oh no, if this one is equal to this one, so millimeter, so we have m, so y is equal to, so what is the object height? So this is our target variable. Y prime is equal to y times negative 30.0 meter, 0.0. So we have 5.0 negative 3 meters times 30. So our height of an object, the height of the image height is about 150 millimeter. The image is inverted. So the height is actually 150 millimeter. So this is the height, and it is actually inverted, negative. Okay, so now I forgot, negative 30.0. So since the lateral magnification is negative, so therefore the sketch show that our image is inverted. Okay. The height, or the height of that object, if you want to say the magnitude, so about 150 millimeter. This negative sign shows that it's- it is inverted downward. Okay. So this is for the concave mirror or concave surfaces. Spherical surface. Okay, how about the convex mirrors? So in the convex mirrors, if you derive it, we will not derive this one. The object, image, and the radius relationship that we've derived in a spherical surface also applies in the convex mirrors. So such as 1 over s plus 1 over s prime 2 over r. And if you follow the same derivations that we did in the spherical or concave mirrors, so you can use this one, the theorem, which is alpha plus phi, and the other one beta. This is equal to phi plus theta. Okay. Then you derive this one, tangent of alpha, and we have also tangent of beta and tangent of phi. Okay, which is then you derive then you apply the sign rules. The s is positive, the s prime is negative, the curvature is negative. So we apply that one. So you will arrive at the same relationship. So we'll not be deriving that one. I will leave that to you. Also, the lateral magnification is the same because the object is negative in this particular. So let's apply this one into the example. So again, so if the image is located at the focal length or the focus, then S is located at the infinity. Okay, you can derive that using this one. So if the object is located at F, so we can expect that the image is located at the infinity also. So let's apply this to a problem. So make it bigger. Susan, so we have here the Santa's image problem. So Santa checks himself for a suit using his reflection in a silvered Christmas tree ornament 0.750 meters away. You can see in the figure. Aman si Santa, mani si Santa. So the diameter of the ornament is 0.70 centimeter mo ang diameter. So ang radius ana, expect that the radius of that is the half. Mhm. So the standard difference text states that he is a right jolly old elf. So we estimate that his height is 1.6 meters. So where and how tall the image of Santa formed by the ornament, is it erect or inverted? So to solve this problem, so we'll use the relationship. It's the focus. Okay. So the radius here, r, which is by the rules, the radius is negative, which is equal to the diameter, which is negative 7.20 centimeter over 2, which is negative 3.60 centimeter. So why is negative? So you follow the rule. Okay. So again, if you visit the rule number 3, So the center of the curvature C is on the same side as the outgoing light. The radius of the curvature is positive, otherwise it's negative. So for this in the convex case, the center of the curvature is not on the same side as the outgoing light, therefore the radius is negative. So here, the radius is not on the same side, the outgoing light is not on the same side as in at the center of the curvature, so therefore R is negative. Okay, so given that S is 1.6 meters, okay, this is actually 1.6 meters. So we can actually calculate also the F. Okay. So F is equal to R over 2, which is equal to negative 3.60 centimeter over 2. So this is negative 1.80 centimeter. That is the value of F. Okay. Where and how tall is the image of Santa? So let's answer first. Where is the image? What is S prime? Okay. So to look at the S, so it should be 2. Okay, so let's transpose this one. So you're gonna use this one. Let's transpose this one to the other side. Is equal to 1 over F plus 1 over S. So by the way, the S actually is not 1.6. This is the height. This is Y 1.6 meter. And the S is equal to 75.0 centimeter. Okay. So S prime is just equal to 1 over F, which is negative 1.80 centimeter plus 1 over 75.0 centimeter inverse to the negative 1. So S prime in your book, it gives that negative 1.76 centimeter. So this is the S prime. That's the location. That's where the image is located. So therefore, the image is located, since this is negative, so it's in the opposite side of the outgoing light, which is 1.76 centimeter from the vertex, from here. Okay, that's the distance of the image. Okay, how tall? Okay, so here M is equal to Y prime over Y, S prime over S. Okay, negative. So so Y prime is equal to we can say that is 1 Y times negative S prime over S. So atong Y is 1.6 meter times negative of atong S is negative 1.76 centimeter over sa man atong S 1. Ang atong S is 75.0 centimeter. Okay, we cancel this one. So it will become positive. So we have 3.8 ang atong object's height times 10 to the negative 2 meter or about 3.8 centimeter. Ano siya? So is it erect or inverted? Okay. Ang atong lateral magnification M is 0.0234 is positive. So it means that, and from our sketch, it is positive, so we know that it is erect. Is it not? It's not inverted. Okay. So because also the convex also from this diagram should produce erect images, unlike the unlike the concave mirror. So aside from this one, there's actually graphical methods for mirrors. Okay, so again, we have the convex mirrors and the concave mirrors. So there are graphical method to determine the images, the location of the images and the orientation of the image. Okay, for example, for the uh, concave mirror. Okay, so we have the four principal rays. Okay, so let's focus on the number one rays. Number one ray. Okay, so for the number one, we call this one the parallel ray. A ray parallel to the axis. Okay, muna siya parallel. Muna yung atong axis. Reflects through the focal point. Okay, after it hits the mirror, it reflects passing through the focal point. Focal point. Okay, the second ray, a ray through focal point. Tapos, pag-reflect niya, parallel to the axis. Okay. The third one is the ray through the center, naka-ray to the center, and of curvature intersects with the normally, intersect the surface normally and reflects along its original path. The third one is the ray to the vertex, na maka-ray to the vertex, and reflects symmetrically around the optics axis. Okay. So nag-symmetric, ang yung reflection is symmetric. So kung unsay angle diri, what is the angle here of incidence must be equal to the angle of reflection. Okay. So those are the principal rays. So the intersection here at point of those rays at point Q is the location 1, 2, 3 is the location of is so this is the Q prime and P prime. So this segment P prime, Q prime is the what we call this one, the height of the image, and from B to P prime is the distance of the image. So we can also see here that the the image is inverted. Okay, how about for the convex mirror? What is the graphical method for convex mirror? Okay. So the first ray also is the parallel ray appears to come from the focal point. Okay, mura siya ga-diverge from the focal point. Okay, after the mo niyang reflected parallel ray, parallel siya sa axis, nag-reflect siya, pero it looks like it appears to come from a focal point. Okay. So if this is the location of your focal point, so ang iyang reflection appears to come from the focal point. The next one is the number 2 ray is the ray towards the focal point reflects parallel to the axis. Okay. Hama natong focal point kani. So ang number 2 ray, so ang iyang target is the focal point. Pero pag reflect niya, na siya diri sa what we call this one, parallel na siya to the axis. So number 3, as the concave mirror, natay array radial to the center. Sama to tong number 3. This is number 3. Radial siya sa center of the curvature. Then intersects as the surface normally and reflects along its original path. Okay, nag-reflect ra siya sa original. And the other one is the concave, the number 4, nag-reflect siya sa vertex, tap nag-hit siya sa vertex, nag-reflect siya og symmetrical around the optics axis. So the angle of incidence must be the angle of reflection. Okay. If you continue this one, for example, this one, you continue this graph here to the F, this one also, you can see here that uh, the image is located at V of P prime, the segment VP prime. That's the image, the location of the image. And the segment PQ, P prime, Q prime is the height of the image. You can see that the the image is erect in the convex mirrors. You apply this to a problem. Okay. A concave mirror has a radius of curvature with absolute value of 20 centimeters. So we have a concave mirror. So we're going to answer this graphically. Find the graphical Find graphically the image of an object in in the form of an arrow perpendicular to the axis of the mirror at an object distance of natay mga given 30 centimeter, 20 centimeter, 10 centimeter, and 5 centimeter. So check the construction by computing the size and the lateral magnification of the image. So let's start with so so we're not actually gonna draw the graphical, but since we have this one in your book, we're gonna use this one. Okay. So first is we need to so namatay mirror na siya radius of curvature with absolute value 20 centimeter. So meaning if you have a mirror here, so we have here the vertex. We have the concave mirror. Okay. Ang iyang radius of the curvature is 20 centimeter. Point C, 20 centimeter. So gikan niya siya sa vertex. It's the radius of the curvature. So ato daw ang gamiton, mag-graphical method ta. So ang ato dang first image sa A is that ang atong image daw is located 30 centimeter. 30 centimeters. So this is the affirmation. But how about you try this one using your ruler, okay, and protractor. So this is actually the S is equal to 30 centimeter. Okay. So wala tayo object height na. Wala, we don't have, ha.
Morning, sir.
Okay, kalit lang ha. Okay, let's go back. So if we locate the image here, so for example, we have 1 over s plus 1 over s prime. So sa mga to, ang radius of curvature is given 2 over r, which is 20 centimeter. And our s is 30 centimeter. Our object is 30 centimeter. So from the calculation, we can look at s must be so 15 centimeter. Okay, you can check this one. Or maybe we're gonna use the 1 over f. 1 over f, which is 10.0, 10 centimeter. So so our location of our image is the object. Our image is around this area here. But we do not know. So can we calculate the height first? So since we have this one, so the height na to, so from the lateral magnification, where S, sa pila ganito nga to sa A. So we have 15 centimeter over 30 centimeter. Ang S nato is 30 centimeter. So ang atong lateral magnification is 1/2. Can we get the height here? So I don't think we can get the height. Two unknowns. Okay. So let's focus on this image here. So kung naka-image here, we don't know the height, but the ratio of this is also equal to y prime over y. This is equal to 1/2. So the height must be, the ratio is equal to the 1/2. Okay. So sa ganito ang first. So first is that your focus is, this is R. So this is also, ang atong focus is 15. $10. Muna tong focus is 10 meters. Okay. So you have a ray here. So let's add. Let's have a color violet. So array here. So maybe you use mag-use mo og ka ng protractor and ruler. Okay, so mag-reflect siya. It must reflect to the focus. Reflect siya sa focus nato. So mas maayo maghimo mo og ruler. And the second one is padulong sa center of curvature nato. Center tapos mag-reflect siya og balik. Okay, let's have another color. This one na lang. Red. Balik siya. The second one is mag-reflect siya sa atong F focus. Tapos, pagbalik niya, parallel. So, dapat ano siya actually. So, kung sakto niya itong sukod, itong F must be tunga-tunga gid. Ang ato is mag-reflect siya sa vertex. Mag-reflect siya towards the focus. And mag-reflect siya there. Okay. So, and the other one is the the one that reflects to the vertex. Kanina to is blue. So you can see here that the image is in this muna nga atong location sa image. So you can see that this is the S prime. So muna atong image is inverted siya. So the distance of this is S prime, which is 15 centimeter. And the M is negative, so inverted siya. So this so maybe you use the mas maya maggamit mo og kanang ruler and protractor for this one. So graphical method to use. So I will not gonna answer this one. So wala man tayo we don't have protractor ruler. But if you try this at home, so you must be able to get the height. Okay. So in your graphical method, so determine the height of this and this one. So for letter B, so muna atong letter B, sa letter A, letter C, o letter D. Okay. So try to do this at home. Use calculate. Use protractor and ruler. Try this graphical method of determining the graphical method for concave mirror. So you can find the distances of an object, the lateral magnification, is it inverted or is it erect? So it's interesting to try letter D. So you might want to try letter D. So letter D, what is the letter D? Is 5 centimeter. The object is 5 centimeter. So fee. So that's the. Okay, now let's go to the refraction at a spherical surface. So na natay itawag nga refraction at the spherical surface. Here, it looks like a convex orientation. So we have an index of refraction for A and index of refraction for surface B. And we have a convex orientation. Okay. So we have a light rays being refracted at point B. Okay. Pass to point P and forms an image there. And we have a light rays parallel to the this axis passing through the vertex, and it intersects at point P. Okay. How do we find the relationship? How do we create the relationship for this? Okay. So if you apply a theorem where the interior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angle, here we have theta A is equal to this one plus alpha, or alpha plus this one. And we have P is equal to beta plus theta B. And we can have the tangent of this one. So tangent of alpha, so this distance here is equal to this one. So tangent of alpha is equal to the height over s, distance s plus this one. This is s plus that one. And tangent of beta, this is the beta here. So sa beta, tangent of beta, this one is just equal to s prime minus this one. Okay. And tangent of phi is just the radius minus that one. Okay. So here, the s is positive, s prime is the same as the outgoing light, positive. The r is also the same, the r is also positive, right? It's the same, the radius of the curvature, r is on the same side of the outgoing light. So this is positive, positive, positive. Then for the paraxial approximation, by small angle theta A and theta B, so this one, the alpha is equal to h over s. That's that one. As this one pod beta h over s prime and p is equal to h over r. Okay, if you combine this one also, so this is the law of refraction. NA sine of theta A is equal to NB sine of the angle of refraction, theta B. So for small approximations, so we have this one. So they have, for small approximations, we have this one and we have this one. Okay. So what's first? Theta B. Okay. So let's try to have this one first. So for small angle, it will become NA theta A is equal to NB theta B for the approximation. Okay. So your theta B will become NA over NB times theta A. So from theta A will become alpha plus P. And also from this one, alpha plus phi. So how do we get this? Your theta B so since your theta B is equal to uh, P minus beta, okay, take that one, that's your theta B. So we have NB P minus, so this is equal to P minus beta. So from this one, NB, P minus beta is equal to NA alpha plus P. So we can uh, put this one in the other side and then it's so we have NB P minus NB beta is equal to NA alpha plus NA P. Okay. So we can transpose this one and transpose the other one. So we have P NB minus NA. This is equal to NA alpha minus plus NB beta. Okay, so this is basically it. That one. So what's next? Since this one is equal to, we have that relationship, we put that angles here. So at what will happen will become NA, and angle alpha is just H over S plus NB. We have beta H over S prime is equal, this is equal to NA minus NB, NB minus NA. Tapos we have H over R. So we can cancel this and it will become this one. NA over S plus NB over S prime is equal to NB minus NA. So those are the object image relationship for the spherical mirror. Okay. For the lateral magnification, so we have at point Q with the height Y. So we have here the ray that pass through the curvature, and we have here the ray that is being refracted with theta b, and they intersect at this one. So here SNR is positive, so we can say that the tangent of theta A and tangent of theta B is equal. So from the, I like this. Tangent of theta B is just equal to y over S negative y over this is actually S prime. Okay. So from the Snell's law, so we can so for small angle approximation, so its tangent will be equal to sine of theta A, sine of theta B. This is for this one, approximations. So since we have Snell's law, so this one will become, so NA times y over S, this is equal to NB times negative y prime over S prime. Negative y because it's downward. So for M, equal to y over y prime over y, this is equal to NA na to over NB, kung na tong negative. So NA over NB, tapos napagid siya S prime over S is equal to y over y prime is equal to m. So this is so we have the two formulas. So let me write it. So number one is we have the NA for the object distance, NB times image distance. This is equal to NA minus NB over the radius. So what else? We have the magnification, which is M y over y. It's negative NA over NB S prime over S. So, so for example, 34.5, we have a cylindrical glass rod like this, has an index of refraction of 1.52. It is surrounded by an air. So one end is ground, one end is ground to the hemispherical surface with radius r. So with radius r, where is the radius? Okay, r is 2 centimeter. So r here is positive and the object S is positive also. So a small object is placed on the axis of the rod, 8.00 centimeter to the left of the vertex. So naka small object is placed on the axis of the rod. Okay, this one, which is 8 centimeter left to the vertex. Find the image distance and the lateral magnification. For the image distance, so we have, this is our target variable. Okay, so NB over S prime, this is equal to NA minus NB over R minus NA over S. Will become minus NA over S. So 1 over S prime is equal to 1 over NB, NA minus NB over R minus, okay. So here S prime is just equal to NB times, so ang NB na to is 1.52 times NA 1. It's NB actually. This one is NB. The 1.52 minus 1.0 over the radius, which is 2.0 centimeter, minus NA 1.00 over the S, which is 8.0 centimeter. So don't forget the inverse, negative 1. Okay? Okay, so let's have a calculation for this. Over 2 minus 1 per 8. 11.3. So we have 11.3. It's positive 11.3 centimeter. Okay. So the image distance, this is equal to 11.3 centimeter. That's the, so B, what is the lateral magnification? Okay. So M, so we have negative NA 1.00, 1.52 times the S. So S here is positive over the object over 8. This is negative 0.929. Okay, that's the lateral magnification. I guess this is just the our example. We're not gonna answer this one. I will leave this one to your exercise. This one. What if the glass rod was immersed with water? The index of refraction now is not equal to the air, but it's equal to the water now. So what would be the difference? Okay, where would be the new object be located? Asa naman dapat malocate ang object? So, nabarya siya sa right side sa curvature dapit or na dito dapit. So, we can see that it is located here. Okay. So instead of air, naghihumulan mo siya sa water. So, instead the object is located in the here, which is the positive, naman siya negative. It's this here. So, pila naman ang atong lateral magnification this particular problem. Okay, this is just easy, so I will not gonna discuss this. So this is the end of our part 1. So the next is gonna discuss the thin lenses.